What we're gonna do is we're gonna come back to the locker room and see what's inside now that we got the pass. Maybe we'll find something in there. We have to be able to find something here. I mean, some lockers are still perfectly intact. Let's start with these ones over here. Yeah, let's start with this one. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed in the door. That must be how you get to the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card reader for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. You have to use the e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and ran across the... No, take out the other one! And then... nothing. No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but... what about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Took out the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader. And... alright! Just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. So nothing in here. Got this one. Let's see what happens here. I don't see anything that might be a clue either, huh? We got these. These two are perfectly intact. So we can go through them real quick. Nope. Don't see anything that could be a clue. Alright, this one. This one should be still good. Good. Oh! This thing is practically empty. Except for whatever this is. There's just one thing. Some kind of a pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure who it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. Makoto, this is the last thing you need to worry about. Whoever the owner was, either they're still here or they left, but this clearly had to be either the previous student's handbook or the mastermind's handbook. The previous students are nowhere to be found, and by the look of the other classroom that we saw covered in blood, I'm pretty sure they're all dead. So I think it would be perfectly okay, in order to find some sort of clues, to open it. Looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters and spaces out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written here. Words I've heard before. Makoto, what'd you find, buddy? I'm mostly just taking a little pause to grab this as a thumbnail. Looks pretty cool. There's a plan to turn Hope Speak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. Ooh. Huh? No. Wait. Wait. Oh. There's no way Kyoko could be it. There's no way Kyoko could be it. There's absolutely no way. No way at all. Headmaster and my Kyoko's dad probably got another woman on top there, didn't he? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's the only thing that can come to mind, because there's no way Kyoko would have access to that room at all. She didn't know the password or anything. That must be Kyoko's father's another daughter, if he had ever had another family. Did he have another family? We don't know. But that could be a possibility. Huh. What if, here's just an idea, something traumatic happened to his life. You know, the mother passed away and something majorly traumatic happened in his life that caused him to leave Kyoko with grandparents and stay with them because he was in danger or something traumatic happened, and he wanted to get her away from whatever he was getting himself into. And then, along the way, he found another baby mama. They had a kid. He became the headmaster, and one of the students was whoever was writing here, probably a female, which we guessed it looks like a feminine handwriting that's very meticulous and paced out. So we're thinking maybe that could be it. Now that means possibly Kyoko has a not stepsister, brother, stepsister? No, that about blood would be, unless he adopted somebody. I don't know. There might be a possible. What point is there might be another child involved in Kyoko's father's family tree and everything. He's willing to give me some more detail regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our students' prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope of the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. Must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as a formulation for a new era. This is the only way we have. I hope that you'll be willing to get along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As unusual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I know it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belonged to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote he completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hadn't seen her dad since she left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. He just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. Must be looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbooks, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Locker pocketbook has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Alright, let's go look at that thing. Let's go investigate that thing right now. Alright. What the message says in this locker handbook at the very end here is, despair walks among us, and so we survive. There is a second despair. Despair. Alright. Clearly whoever it was that was here before, before we appeared, or right before we appeared, was this is definitely a female's handbook as far as we can surmise. They talked about headmaster being the father, but there's no way we could have gotten access to this thing until later, and there's no way somebody would have taken it. Let's see, Kyoko, let's assume she's the despair, right? I can bet my bottom dollar there's no way Kyoko would have said, I'm just gonna put it in here and just lock it, toss away the handbook, and bada bing bada boom, just done, right? There's no way somebody would have left it there neatly. Somebody left it there on purpose in order to either lead us, right? Or they left it there without even thinking about whatever. Like, they probably left it and then it caused the calamity, right? Caused the great tragedy, the genocide. That's the only thing I can really claim it as. And then the killing game began. Trying to cause the ultimate despair. Oh god, really irks me. It really irks me. This particular message. It's not Kyoko. I know it's not Kyoko. I know it is not Kyoko. There's no way it's Kyoko. Because Kyoko would have never got access to it. She would have never known it was here. And I'm pretty sure if it was Kyoko for real, and she was the ultimate detective that she claims that she is, she would have been able to completely hide this. Like, there's no way somebody would have just left it here. There's no way. We got a couple more lockers we need to check just in case, see if they actually open. Let me skip through it. Don't see anything, might be a clue, never mind. Alright, let's go through here. And she never seen her father, by the way. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belonged to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. I don't know why. Like, I have no idea why, right? I do not know why. But I think I got somebody in mind. I legit think... Yep, I know whose locker this belongs to. Who is... Okay, so look at the clue number 1. Look at the beads on the wall. The beads to the beads right here, these beads right here. See? Now, this looks something that maybe a spiritual person or person who believes in spiritual stuff would believe, because they look like some sort of monk beads, right? You wear them around the neck or whatever, or around the wrist, and supposed to, you know, bound to Zen, something like that. Second of all, we got this thing, which looks like some sort of a thing you put on your house or locker to keep the dark spirits away. Third, we got another thing that seems to be representing some sort of spiritual energy. Fourth, we got the mask, the lamp. They also look some sort of spiritualistic. Then, over to the left, we got a bell, which seems like a Zen bell. Got some incense candles, got some sort of book in the back. Got a freaking, like, God, what is it called? Like, oracle orb that lets you see things. Then we also got what looks to be like a satchel with a pentagram on it, and has multi-sided die on there, as well as what seems to be like a couple of pens, cards, which seems like to be like the fortune teller cards, something in the bag that has to do something, I'm guessing, with spirituality and Zen or something, maybe some sort of alcohol, I don't know, a octagon thing in the back, which seems to be like a mind counter kind of crap. Very disorganized locker, clearly. And we even got what seems to be like a wrist strap right next to the pentagram area. Now, who is the only person who would think about even spending any kind of money on this? Either our person is a spiritual, our despair person is a spiritual guru. You know who I mean. Or, ow, I popped my hand. Or our ultimate despair, or one of the ultimate despairs that are crawling around and hiding in this room are into a cult and probably D&D, looking up on the die. But I don't think those are 20-sided die. I think this is legit an occult locker. And why is everything doing here? You know what I'm getting to, right? You know what I'm getting to? I know what I'm getting to. I think we all know what we're getting to. Let's check investigation. 3 items to check out. First of all, messy locker. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked with no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Not that I can really talk. I'm trying to act as casual and natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw, but the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Ladies and gents, if you can't see it, I will hopefully zoom in, but it says Yasuhiro Hagakure. Back in character. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contains a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes there or here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. We were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Clearly notes because he used to be a student here. I mean, this is a giveaway. This is a giveaway. The most obvious innocent people that had nothing to do with any of it are in on it. I can't bet my bottom dollar on this one. This is getting really interesting though. Now we know whoever people. Ooh, what are we gonna find in the third locker? Oh, this is exciting. We got one more locker to open. I hope we find something there. What else we can look through? Let's look for this, whatever that is. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? No, Makoto, it's not. It's not, dude. It's not. This is a crystal ball. That's what it's called, a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he even used this locker. It's just not possible. Makoto, at this point, I think it's safe to assume that anything at this point is possible. But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous student, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belonged to Hiro. And a pocketbook that seems like it belonged to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Okay. Is that the only locker? Really? That's it? Yeah, that's it. We got this locker here, but I don't think it actually has anything here. Nope, never mind. That's it. That's all the lockers. Never mind, I thought we had a couple more. This one broken, intact, broken, intact. But there's nothing in those. Broken, intact. And that's all we can really do right now. Alright, so we got a clue. Kyoko's dad is dead. The notebook, I am betting my bottom dollar it's not Kyoko. And everything else in that locker points to Hiro. Yasuhiro. It has to be him. It has to be him. Anything here? No, we can't even. But there's nothing here whatsoever, right? Nothing on the desk? Nope, there's literally nothing. What about this way? Nothing. So this room is pretty much useless for us. But it does show that a student probably was staying here. And I think maybe it could have been Mukuru Yugasaba. It must have been. Let's get out of here then. So what we do know right now is, like for a full-on fact, that the Ultimate Despair is not a student but an entity. Multiple students that probably cooperated together in order to set up this crazy dubious plan of theirs. There's only thing we can do. Dormitory locker. Wait, there's something else there? Headmaster's private room. Did I not find anything there? Oh wait, no, but I probably did. Did I? It says there's something else there on the map. I don't know why. Kyoko's in there, so we can't really go there just yet. Let's go check the other rooms though. That's what we shall do. Nothing here. Let's go to the second floor. Is there anything on the second floor we haven't seen? Nope. Third floor. We need to find the data room. Fourth floor. There we go. That's what we gotta go to. Let's go here right now. We need to check on the data room. Is there something in the headmaster's room? Exactly. Yeah, that's what we gotta go to. Let's get over there right now and see what other investigations we can find out here. Alright, first of all, the bumpers kind of like make me strafe, right? Strafe left and right. And that really disorients the hell out of me. I should probably not use them again. Alright, let's get in here. Here's the data room. And there is Aoi. What does she find?
Makoto?
Ah, Makoto. Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in schools have been locked, what if that one should be open too, right?
But...
Or unlocked, whatever, you know what I mean. Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean...
Because it might explode, right? And that's really suck. So you open it. Apparently she wants us to open it then. I'm sure she didn't mean it. I'm sure she didn't mean it. But she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Well, that's fine. Let's check it out. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait. Let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Huh. I'm guessing this is the place or the area that somebody controlled Monokuma from. Everything seems to be talking about... I mean, if you even look at the control panels, they have like little bear paws on them. This has to be like a place we control Monokuma from, right? Gotta be. There was no explosion, thankfully. Our first impression was... Huh? Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Alright, what do we got here? Let's talk to Aoi, see what she thinks about it.
What the heck?
I mean, every part of the school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but...
Just a second.
This place is like remembering, like, #1 gross. It's in a whole different league of creepy. It definitely is, girl. Alright, let's investigate. We have only 3 things. Well, first of all, let's look at the panel. Let's check that out. What is this device? It looks like some kind of a control panel. It's really over the top though. It's like some kind of a military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi's probably freaked out if Hifumi would probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So Monokuma room had a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit? Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just... or whatever, and something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Huh?
Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what'd you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel. And I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room text on it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. Must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we're just in, that's where the stranger noise came from. Probably better check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared on my mind right now, so I just cheer you out from over here. Thanks. Thanks. Oh Lord, she is terrified. I mean, I understand she's terrified, but we have to be the ones to deal with everything else, though. So what do we got? Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? That is Monokuma. Real life Monokuma, not saying anything though. Hey! Grrr, give me all your donuts. Is that Yuhina? What? Oh man, busted. How'd you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control cameras kind of setup? I don't know if I should be going with a Monokuma voice or not. I think I should be going with a Monokuma voice. I'm pretty sure this is like a bot that works, that actually modulates a voice. Anyway, you don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from here.
Found it.
Ah, I guess I found it. A self-destruct button. Guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Wait, you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. That has to be the control panel for Monokuma. Aha! Anyway, I guess that settles it. Okay, we can't do anything. That's interesting, that's really, really interesting. So whoever wasn't here had to control Monokuma every single time. Because there's no way... As far as we understand, there's no autopilot. Aoi actually had to control it. Whoa! Hey Makoto! What the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What were we controlling just now? It was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What? Wait, for real? Yep, looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind had been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey.
Maybe the mastermind can monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true, I already saw this thing every single time. He just says that it's when the Killing game began, 16 participants and all them high school students. I already read this like 7 times already. Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, well, it is a 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma control room had been added to the Truth Bullet section of the handbook. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the look on I don't like the face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay?
I mean...
Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind been hiding, right? Who knows if they've set up traps or something? I can't say that it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like... You want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. We got one last place to check out though, this panel right here. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. I kind of wanted to check that place out, actually. Are we? Leave the area? I guess we can. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door! It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right. It's locked. But why? Oh. Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma.
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Cause if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then, that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So, right now you're being operated by someone in that room.
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there. We didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't? Oh, you didn't, did you? Woohoo! You sure you were as thought? You sure? Are you sure you were? God damn it! Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? No, that was that one panel we haven't checked yet. Damn it! You haven't checked a certain suspicious hatch? No way! The hatch on the floor? Too bad. That was your one big chance, and you blew it. Oh God! Don't tell me. Of course, the hatch can be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! Oh God, my voice is him really sucks as well. He's gone, but...
So,
Was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave, well, the hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. Got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off in a full sprint. Now I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Right, so clearly they were hiding in there, and I think what's gonna happen is even if I did load back, it would just not open. The hatch wouldn't open in the first place, since the only way you can open it is like from the inside. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to a different area then. We gotta check the 5th floor. The garden. Oh, actually, before we move on from here, we need to check the headmaster's room. Right? Nope, not the music room. The other room. There we go. The headmaster's room right here. Let's see what's inside. We're bound to find something. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Sam Rio. Welcome to Hello, what have we got here? Hello ladies, how's it going? breasts as a treasure of the net. I kind of want to say you could dress better.